Hello everyone, I'm going to do a plant of the day video, and the plant of the day I've chosen for this video is my Aglaonema, my Silver Bay. I have quite a few Aglaonema in my collection. This one I just think is just so gorgeous because of the silver markings on the leaves and just the size of the leaves in general. They're just so wide and just so long. I just think it's just such a beautiful plant. As far as care requirements, it helps to know where the plant comes from. It comes from Asia and New Guinea, that area of the world. So the plant will like bright and direct light. It's not going to like direct sun rays hitting the leaves. It will scorch or burn it. As relative, 95% of tropical plants don't really care for direct sun rays on them. But the cool thing about this type of plant and Chinese evergreens in general, that's what Aglaonemas also go as, is they will tolerate low light, all right? The only thing with low light is they will grow slower and the striking color on the leaves will start to fade. They won't be as distinct. They'll look faded. And you know, with the Chinese evergreens that have the reds and the pinks, you do want to give them more bright and direct light. Even though they can survive in low light, you will start to lose a lot of the beautiful colors that probably drew you to the plant to begin with. Watering, I have found this plant likes to be an arid mix. Doesn't really hold on to a ton of moisture. It likes well-draining soil, which is what an arid mix is. It will keep it from having soggy feet. And I let them almost completely dry out, like go into the 3 on my moisture meter before I water them. I know other people say, you know, you don't want to let them, you know, get dry, but I found this works best for me. It may be because I live in North Carolina and I'm in a humid environment. I don't know, but I found that my Aglaonema like to completely dry out, almost completely dry out before they get watered again. You want to make sure that because they don't like to be soggy, that you have them in a pot that has drainage. So when you do water them, excess water will drain out and not sit on the root of the plant, so it won't get root rot. So what I do is I actually keep a planter's pot in a decorative pot, and you can't tell the difference. And once it drains out, I just take the planter's pot and dump the excess out, and she's good to go. This plant will like at least 60% humidity. It does not like to be in low humidity situations. I would say you could even maybe get away with 50%, but I try to keep them around 60 or higher. They don't like drafts. They do not like heaters. They do not like vents. They hate it. It will crisp up their leaves. Don't do it to them. They will not be kind to you in return. Temperature-wise, I would say their temperature range is anywhere between 65 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're in the rest of the world, that would be 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. I might be a little off there. Double check my conversion because, you know, I'm American. We struggle with that sometimes. As far as pests, mealybugs, scale, spider mites, they all love this plant. If you were to get something going on, I would say use neem oil. You always want to test a leaf first, just to make sure that the plant's not gonna throw a fit with whatever you choose. Just like it says on the directions on the bottle. I actually like to mix up my own mixture of dish soap, 2 tablespoons of Dawn, 2 tablespoons of neem oil, and distilled about 1 gallon. And then I spray it down once a week for about 6 to 8 weeks. And I keep the plant isolated until, I would say, 4 weeks, where there's no evidence of any kind of pests being on the plant. Then it can go back from whence it came and come out of isolation. So as far as fertilizing, I fertilize this plant almost every time I water it. This plant continues to grow all year long, as long as I give it bright light. When I was keeping one of my Chinese evergreens in lower light, it would give me a new leaf, but it would take forever. And that one was not getting fertilized as often as my others were that were getting the direct light and giving me lots of new growth. Like this girl, she's giving me currently 2 new leaves. I don't know if you can see this other little one right here. You may not be able to see it, but it's there. So I love liquid dirt. I'm sure anybody who watches my channel has probably about had enough of hearing about liquid dirt, liquid dirt, liquid dirt. I love this stuff. It's organic, it's balanced, and my plants love it as well. I will continue to give it to any plant all year round, every watering to every other watering at half to quarter strength, and they love it. I also make sure they get some worm castings on the top of their soil, so when I water it, it gets drawn, the nutrients get drawn down into the soil. So they tend to do really great with that. What else? I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to touch on for the plant. I think I did a really good job, I think, doing a generalized care for this plant. If you have any questions regarding any other type of care, feel free to leave it in the comments section below. Also, you want to make sure that you prune your plant if you have any yellowing leaves, browning leaves, or dying leaves. You want to get it off the plant. It's my theory that it's still continuing to draw energy, even though it's not going to serve the plant for very long, and that's energy the plant could put into giving you new growth. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you found this video helpful. Share it with others. And until next time, keep giving your plants lots of planty love.